Want to learn more about how to develop an innovative new business model and launch it with very short time to market? Then stay tuned for the next presentation by Tata Consultancy Services and Jens Siedingen. They will share how to build and boost peer-to-peer micro-insurance through their connected intelligence platform, driven by next-gen customer experience. Please welcome TCS and Jens Siedingen.
Hi, everybody. I'm just between lunch and now. I'm going to talk to you about a great case today. This is the deep dive session, and what are we going to deep dive in? Maybe first an introduction. My name is Egmond Philips. I'm head of Europe for the digital marketing and customer experience practice of TCS. For people who do not know TCS, with over 600,000 experts and our ecosystem of fintech startups, we help companies grow and transform in the digital age. Now, it's good to say that we're here in Amsterdam, and even in COVID, we opened our research and development center and innovation center here called Paysport in Amsterdam, where we drive innovation. And we're here today because we share a passion. We share a passion with Jens Siedingen, and maybe with you too. Who of you is into sustainability? Please raise hand. Who is into sustainability? Okay. I hope at the end it will be more hands. Our passion is to use our talents to make this a better world. Now, Jens Siedingen is an insurance company. They do it with their knowledge. And TCS, you know, we're into digital transformation. We do it with our talent and our ecosystem. And today you'll see how we did it. Now, when I talk to leaders in insurance industry, these 8 challenges are mentioned quite a lot. So today in the deep dive session, we thought, let's deep dive in an example that has 2 elements of this: personalized insurance and how to better align with your ecosystem. So you'll see elements of that. And yeah, you know, what is the art of customer engagement? The art of customer engagement is not only to make it seamless, but also to reach hearts, minds of our customers. And it's getting more and more difficult because more and more channels are added. You know, during COVID, we've all moved to video, but other channels didn't go away. And it will get even more complex because the Internet of Things is going to increase the number of touch points we want to integrate in our customer experience. So I rather talk about omnichannel than omnichannel, and next best conversation from channel to channel than next best action. Today, I also would like to share one book tip for after this. It's by Raj. It's called Quantum Marketing. And I think marketeers, customer experience managers, innovation managers, channels managers should think of this. Quantum marketing is the next thing. It's about more connectivity, all that intelligence, AI that can make that interaction more personal, faster, better, but you have to be an ecosystem thinker. And that's what is in this book, and I think you'll see an example in the case we're sharing today. Another thing I hear is how to do this at speed and scale. How to is very important. How can I shorten the time to market? How can I learn and fail fast? And we take pride in sponsoring the Jaguar TCS Formula E racing team. Now, Formula E is different from Formula 1. Formula E is all about software. So each race, each sprint, new things to test, new things to use, new things to implement. You have to be really fast, and that's why we like that, and to apply that in our way of work. And I hope you'll experience that when Tore Meling of Jens Siedingen and Göran, my colleague, will talk about this great case. Tore, take it away.
Thank you. Hi, so I'm Tore from Jens Siedingen in Norway. We're building on a 200-year history, performing financially very well. We have a strong brand in Norway. Norway is 5.4 million million people, so 800,000 in a customer base. It's not that bad, and in general, customers are quite satisfied with us. So still, we see that the competition is tightening, and like all you know, that's it's not only blue skies out there. And in addition to that, the normal dynamics where you have the large companies competing for the customers and the new agile competitors, we also see that sort of some of the structure is kind of changing in the landscape. And I guess first and foremost for us is the closed ecosystems, like when you're buying a Tesla or when you're buying a Volvo, you go into sort of their platform and you do the configuration and you put on your colors and your tires and everything, and there's sort of just a small tick to buy insurance for 3 years and at a very good premium. So that means that we're sort of not even getting into the loop, getting into play. And especially for us as many others, the car segment is very important. And also we see that secondly, there are sort of new players, retailers and service providers that sort of throw in insurance in sort of their packaging and with their products, and also leaves us outside. And finally also the credit cards have been around for a while, but we see that they're sort of adding on with travel insurance and health insurance and products insurance. So the point is that we're sort of getting left out. So what is our response? Well, this is the sort of the core part of our strategy now. That is that we want to be more to the customer. We don't only want to be the insurer who handles claim, we want to be more. But the thing is, so does everybody else. And this guy on the left hand here, the power company, I mean, they spend so much effort in sending me these emails and communication and offering me apps and applications and everything in order for me to be their friend, because they want to have a bigger part of my life. But I don't care. The only thing I sort of have a relation with my power company is when the bill comes every month, and then I hate them. And also this second guy, I actually used to work for a cable TV company, and the funny thing that we spent millions on marketing, on CRM, on analytics, in order to sort of be sort of present in the customer's mind more often. But the thing is that we saw that from surveys that we did, that about a quarter of our customers didn't even know who provided them with TV. And some of them even thought that their cable TV came from some of our competitors. So the point is, people don't really care. So how do we approach it? Well, we are thinking, and we want to be more. We want to think in ecosystems. And so this is a starting point where we have a car, where you have a car from sort of when you think about it, and when you buy it, and you drive it, and you have service, and up until the day when you sort of sell it or get rid of it. And now sort of we are here, and if we're lucky, then the customer thinks about us once or twice a year when he gets an email or the bill, or hopefully he doesn't crash, so there won't be any claims. But the thing is that we want to sort of build out this ecosystems with more services. So we do a combination. We build services ourselves, We buy companies and we buy sort of sketches of companies, and we try to develop that into an ecosystem. And that means that we can be present or at top of mind or having more touch points with the customers throughout the whole journey. And chances are that they will think more about us when we do it this way. But, I mean, ideas are ideas, and everybody has read the same book, so the question is, how do we, get it out? And one of the actions that we took was that we created something called the Gjensidige Innovation Lab. It's a dedicated department, lots of brilliant people, dedicated space where you have great hybrids meetings and workshop and everything. And the point is to, take these ideas and actually, getting out there something that could work in the market. And I do believe that, Gjensidige, we are a big company, lots of, what should I say, muscles in all the right places. So it should be doable, but the only thing that, I've been to Gjensidige, this is actually my third round. I was an employee and I've been a consultant for them, and now I'm back again. And it's always, time to market. We have a lot of systems, we have a lot of different areas what you need to think about, and stakeholders, and so things takes time. So that is the clue, and that is where we use to think about partnering. Right, Jan? We need to think about partners!
Yeah. Am I audible?
No.
Not audible? Am I audible? Yes. Thank you so much, Tore, and everyone. I'm Garin. Or Göran, as we say in the Nordics. We have been working with the Gjensidige for a few years. I'm the client partner, working closely with them in their transformation journey. Looking at a few years ago, one of Tore's colleagues was on a conference like this in London, and he mistakenly called the large insurance companies for Titanic. I'm probably not supposed to tell you that he got called by the CEO, and the CEO said, don't speak about insurance companies as Titanic. But I just had to mention, because I think that is one of the biggest challenges, because you have to disrupt, you have to innovate, you have to redefine, and you have to get closer to the customer. But I'm just going to give you a glimpse of Gjensidige's ask to us. So, as always, they had this innovation ID, and they wanted it to be very quickly implemented. So when we came on board, they asked us, can you do it in a speedy manner? Of course, can you scale? And then, most importantly, probably, is make it reliable, because those three, they will be extremely important to succeed. So that's where we sort of, you have the clicker, you can go on. So we decided that, okay, we had built something similar for the largest bank in Norway called Vipps, which is a friend insurance payment solution, that got adopted in 4 to 6 months. And before Vipps was not a word in Norwegian, but after less than 1 year, Vipps became a word in the Norwegian dictionary. So everyone doing friend payments in the Norway, for instance, Tore's kids, my kids, they ask, Daddy, can you Vipps me some money? So I think the mindset here with lettlånt, or easy to borrow, is that hopefully we will succeed to build this to become a verb in Norwegian. So it's supposed to be lettlånt, easy to borrow, take away the friction, and Tore will talk about that in a sec. But when we established the engagement model, it was all about leveraging our local talents in the Nordics in addition to our global delivery models, do it in an agile manner, having a daily stand-ups, close cooperation. Of course, this was done purely remotely, basically, because everyone from Gjensidige and everyone from TCS was working from Teams. So we did the best out of it. We had a really good sort of velocity in the project. And this is just the beginning. So what Tore was talking about, the big ecosystem play, that's sort of the next phase. And if you succeed, or we succeed with lettlånt, that may be a verb. I'm not sure in Dutch what that would be. Lettlånt. What is it in Dutch? Easy to borrow?
Makkelijk om te lenen.
Yeah, cool. So Tore, I will let you speak through that. Now you will see the solution itself, which we are of course very proud of. You will see a demo video. I hope you will be able to relate. Hopefully it's a good idea for you others, as long as you don't come to the Nordics trying to compete with Gjensidige.
That should be a conference, that should be a session, how to become a verb, Göran.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a peer sharing service that TCS helps us to launch here. And the background was that we saw that our cars are parked 95% of the time. If you have a power tool, in a lifetime, you will use that power tool in on average 13 minutes. And in Norway, everybody has these private holiday homes or cabins, and they're used 84% or 84% of the time. They're empty, and this leads to the overconsumption and overproduction, and that is one of the major driver of the climate crisis. And we saw that in our research that people really are positive, and they really want to share. People like to lend out stuff and like to borrow stuff, and it actually makes them happier. But the thing was that we saw that 60%, both when you loan something away and when you borrow something, you worry about the stuff getting damaged. So this causes friction, and you should, I could lend my car out more often, but it's, my brother-in-law, I don't know, Jesus Christ. But that is where we discovered this market. So if you slap on a service there and a way to make it frictionless with a microinsurance, it will fly.
Vi vet at mange syns det er ubehagelig å be om å låne bil. Derfor tilbyr vi lettlånt, dagsforsikring som gjør det lett å spørre, og lett å si ja. Gjensidige. Ingen kjenner dagen bedre.
So this is the service. So it's it's one more. Here we are. It's a service which everybody can use. You just download the app. We use the universal login, the bank ID, which is available for everybody in Norway. It's secure and it's fast. And you get in, and it sort of integrates with your contact list, and you can easy then ask a friend, put him at the contact list, and say, hey, can I borrow your car? And then you book it, and as a courtesy to you, because you're borrowing my car, I'm willing to pay you I'm willing to pay the 10 euros for the microinsurance that secures the loan. So if anything should happen to your car, we're all good. And that's where we saw that here is a new market. Here's an untapped potential. How come nobody's thought about this before? And so it's connected to Göran here has mentioned Vipps. It's the leading smart pay provider in Norway, so everybody sort of uses it, and instant pay, we pay up front, and no hassle. Yeah, and what we see here is that if we can, expand this platform, if we can, now we started an MVP, which was car, but this can be, this can and it will be, applied to other stuff, your cabin, your boat, your bicycle, your power tool, whatever. And we see that this will make an impact because it will reduce consumption and it will take climate action, and we see that by using innovation and technology we create a more sustainable future for us, and also we believe that in this MVP with the cars, we do believe that there will be less cars on the road because if you have the possibility to share and people are willing, then we are in line with the corporate strategy, which is try to sort of all our projects should contribute to the UN sustainability goals. So hopefully this also will.
Thank you, Tore.
Yes.
I guess what we see here, Tore, I saw you and Gudrun interacting, is a great marriage, I'd say, and that is because we share this passion. And me coming from the hospitality industry originally, it's like, what is the secret sauce? And I think the secret sauce is, on the one hand, you need a visionary team, like Tore's team from Gjensidige, not being afraid to take risk, to try stuff. But on the other side, to have a strong partner that can bring the knowledge, can bring the ecosystem, and also challenge you. And I think that is how you grow and how you scale. And that's great to see how this works. And I think ecosystem is very important. I think, Tore, you showed the picture where also the toll ports that are part of your ecosystems are in there. That's an element in an ecosystem you would not think of. So when you think of ecosystem, try to think of elements, contact points that are outside your ecosystem now, but are in the world of your customer. So that is the challenge there. And who can then help you connect it and bring it further? And how to speed up and have your time to market really short. I think that's when you have to bring out the best in each other. And I hope it's a bit contagious for you. So at the booth, we brought something from the racetrack for you. You can find it next door. Come to the TCS booth and we'll give you a small gift. But I think I would like to end with that. Hopefully, we have been a bit contagious with our passion to use our talent for customer experience, for digital marketing, and sustainability to make the world a better place with insurance and digital. Thank you very much. Enjoy your day.